Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be reviewing the LYS stick bronzer. I will be swatching it, I will be testing it out and giving my first impressions, and I will also compare it to some other bronzer sticks that I have in my collection so you can see the shades and the comparison and how it looks compared to the others. But yeah, anyways, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. You mean so much to me, and let's get started. So if you're wondering what I have on my lips, it's the BK Beauty in the shade Inner Beauty lipstick. This shade right here. And I just love these lipsticks. They're so easy to use. They're so balmy and comfortable. But yeah, let's get started. And don't forget that I will be also making a video on the new Makeup by Mario. This is the skin enhancer. So it's the Makeup by Mario skin enhancer. And I will also be doing like a first impression thing and comparing it to other cream bronzers that I have. So don't forget to look out for this video coming up soon. But today we're going to focus on the LYS Beauty, and this is a stick bronzer contour. It retails for $25 on the Sephora Canada website. Now this one only comes into 5 shades, so I picked mine up in the shade Harmony Medium. Oh, I didn't even open it, it's still sealed. Okay, so the packaging is very similar to the regular packaging, like the serum foundation and concealer. So this is what it looks like. It has the triangular shape. It has the shade on the bottom of the product. And this is a cream bronzer stick. This is vegan. It has hyaluronic acid. It's a stick formula. It's considered clean at Sephora, natural finish, and it has niacinamide. So that's why I picked up this bronzer, because it has a lot of good skincare ingredients. It's a clean, talc-free, buildable cream bronzer that visibly sculpts, defines, and livens up the complexion with a silky smooth, blendable formula. It has green tea extract, which contains antioxidant benefits that soothe and replenish the skin. Niacinamide reduces the appearance of pores and limits the excess shine. And the sodium hyaluronate, it helps skin retain moisture and visibly plumps to improve the look of fine lines. Now it opens up like this, and here is the product. Ooh, it looks bigger than what I thought it would look. I don't know, for some reason it looked quite small. When I opened it, I'm like, this is a stick bronzer. It looks quite small, but look at the component. It's so pretty. No Limits Harmony. So it says right there you have the actual shade. And let's see, this is the first time when I open it up. It opens up like this, and it has the triangular shape. And you twist it. Let's see if we can twist it back in. Yes. So you can hear the click when you twist it. Okay, so this is the shade. I went for medium. Let's see, the one that I picked. Yeah, this is actually out of stock at the moment on the Sephora Canada website, but I went for the medium one. The Motivate, the light shade, seemed too light to me, and I like more of caramel type of shades. So let's see, how can we apply this? Let's see here. So I'm going to get a clean brush, and I'm going to do it 2 ways. First, I'm going to apply it on the face. The second way, I'm going to dip the brush and apply it. But before we do that, I would like to swatch it for you guys and compare it to a couple of my other stick bronzers here. So let's go ahead. Let me swatch this one. Ooh, okay. So this is the LYS right here. I'm going to swatch them, and then I'm going to smoothly blend them so you can see how they look blended. And I'm going to compare it to the Makeup by Mario bronzer stick in the shade medium. Next one, I'm going to compare to the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Power Boost. Yeah, this is much lighter for sure. And the Nude Sticks All Over Face bronzer color in Terracotta 10. Ooh, very interesting shades. And I'm going to also compare it to the Hollywood Flawless Filter contour stick, and mine is in the shade Fair Medium. So here they are. So here we have the new LYS bronzer. The next one is Makeup by Mario. The next one is Rare Beauty right here. Then the Nude Sticks and the Charlotte Tilbury. So let me blend them a little bit so we can see how they look blended. So here they are blended. LYS, Makeup by Mario, Rare Beauty stick, Nude Sticks, and Charlotte Tilbury. To give you an idea on how the shades look, it seems like the LYS is very similar to the Makeup by Mario in the shade medium. So if the medium one works on you, then you know the LYS in the shade Harmony would work on you as well, just to kind of give you an idea. So yeah, it's very pretty. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try. So I like that this has the shape the way it has it, because you can actually contour as well. So let's draw a line. And this is also good for your nose. Well, I guess we can look at that. Ooh. Because of the triangular shape. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's start with this. Always hair. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush and see how it blends. Ooh, very pigmented. Look at that. Very pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. As much as I put, it seems like it's a lot. But I'm going to do this side of the face. And then I'm going to go with the actual sponge and blend everything into the skin. So it's okay if you go with too much. It's not a big deal. You can always use your sponge or your foundation brush and kind of diffuse the intensity. So it's not a big deal. So you can see how it just melted into the skin, how shocking it looked in the beginning, very intense, and how beautiful it just melted into the skin. Now let's blend on the nose. So again, if it's too much, you can go with your foundation brush and diffuse it. Don't get scared. It's a cream bronzer. It will melt into your skin. And look, it's barely there. Very beautiful. Now let's move on to this side. And now I'm going to dip my brush and see which works better. So I'm just going to dip it in here. Yeah, this is easier to control. So I barely touched the product, and you can work out slowly this way, then just applying it directly to your face. Ooh, look how beautiful this is. It looks dark because it's medium, but I have very fair skin. So I'm going to dip a little bit more. I have very fair skin, and it just melts into the skin. So when you go with this cream bronzers, because they are creams and they're so easy to use, that you can actually go for a darker shade because they actually melt into the skin. If you go for a lighter shade, yeah, it looks beautiful in the container. But when you apply it, you'll notice that it actually just blends in with your skin if you are more fair skin, and you don't see much difference. And I like to see a difference when I apply my bronzer. I don't like to see very light, because if I have darker, I can always diffuse it. If I have lighter, I can never intensify it to the dark shade that I want. Okay, so this is applied. Now let's have a look here. So this is what it looks like. I love it. And underneath, if you're wondering what foundation I have on my face, it's the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint, this one right here, and mine is in the shade Light 4. And that's why my face is very glowy, hydrating, because it's a nice skin tint. So this bronzer stick looks beautiful. It gives me Rare Beauty vibes. I can compare it the most closely to Rare Beauty stick in the shade Power Boost and the Makeup by Mario in the shade Medium. So this is how they look close up, so you have an idea. Makeup by Mario right here, Rare Beauty, and LYS. That's what they look like. So yeah, this is kind of to give you an idea on the shade, so you know which shade you can pick up. But in here, let's see how much product we have. 7.2 grams in here. Now in the Rare Beauty one, we have 7.0 grams. And in the Makeup by Mario, because these are the closest that it looks like. Ooh, 10.5 grams in here. Now this one, let's see if it says where it's made. This is made in Taiwan, in case you're wondering. So this is made in Taiwan. But yeah, this is what the complexion looks like. It looks very, very beautiful. I don't have any blush. I don't have highlighter. So I'm gonna go off camera, enjoy this intermission. I'm gonna apply some blush and I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I've applied some blush, which is very similar to the bronzer. I wanted something more sun-kissed, some peachy in my blush. So I've used I haven't used this in a while. This is the Kosas in the shade Velvet Melon, and I've used just this one right here. I didn't use any highlighter because my face is already glowy from the skin tint, but I wanted to compare it. I also have the LYS bronzer in the shade Motivate Light. Okay, so this is Motivate Light in the powder, and in the stick I got the shade Harmony Medium. I didn't get the Motivate Light because it seemed too bright for a stick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. I still have the stick right here, and I'm gonna show you this one. And again, this is Motivate Light, and this is the powder bronzer by LYS. Now, here it is. So again, this being a powder, when you apply it, it will remain this color on your face. So I went for the stick version one shade darker because when you apply it, it will turn into this, because when you blend it, it just melts into the skin because it's a cream formula. So this is what the LYS powder bronzer looks like in the shade in the shade Motivate Light. And this is in the shade, this is the cream bronzer by LYS in the shade Harmony Medium. So to give you an idea. And these are such great prices. Like I said, this is $25 from Sephora website, Canada. And this is $24 if you're interested in the powder version. But I love this, and I think, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try, now that I've applied the cream one, I'm gonna try apply the powder one on top so we can see if we can mash them together. So I'm gonna get a Mora brush like this. And let's see if we were to apply, you can see right away, you see that? So that's the shade. It looks, even though it's lighter than my cream bronzer, it appears darker because it's powder. So keep that in mind. You can see how we're darkening it, and this shade is actually lighter. So it actually layers very nicely on top of the cream one in case you want to go darker. So if you're afraid to go with this shade, the stick bronzer in the shade Harmony, and you do have the actual powder but you want to buy the stick, you can go with the lighter one and then apply the powder one on top and you can get it darker. But I suggest to go with the darker version in the stick because, like I said, it just melts into the skin and it just blends very nicely. So here is a layer of the LYS powder on top of the stick, and that kind of gives you an idea that you can actually work with them together. So this is how the LYS bronzer looks in natural light. You can see how beautiful and natural it's looking. Very nice sun-kissed caramel type of shade. I love the shade here. I'm going to bring you guys in closer. So this is all natural light. I'm in front of a window so you guys can see how it looks with natural light and not those studio lights. I think it looks beautiful. So I hope this review was helpful in terms of picking the right shade, in terms on how to use it, how you can layer it with a powder bronzer on top. They work very nicely together. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to me. I wish you all a wonderful day. Always remember to be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you go.